Hi, Redeemer. Welcome to this latest building update. The main thing I want to focus on today is timeline. So, if you watched the last update, I shared with you that we had a target groundbreaking date of September 10th. Now, we know that all these dates, can shift. In fact, I already know that we're probably going to move that date back at least a week or so because we want to involve Youth for Christ in a groundbreaking ceremony celebration, and they will all be traveling mostly for a conference, most of their staff, the week leading up to September 10th. So we want to invite them into that and not just move on. So there's that. That's not a big deal. So groundbreaking sometime in mid-September. That's the goal. Now, as far as the longer timeline, Primus sent us a timeline and for the entire length of the project, and I will share that with you. I'll send that in an email so you can see it. I just want to share a couple highlights. Number one is the final date, the date that we take possession of the building. The target date they have for that is July 31st, 2022. So that's a year out from now. So certainly longer than I had anticipated or desired. I'm ready to go. And we had kind of anticipated maybe being able to break ground earlier and get in to the building maybe around the turn of winter. But at this point, that's not going to happen. So it looks like we have about a year timeline. And one of the reasons for that is there is a delay on the supply side when it comes to steel. Right now, as the market stands, if you order steel, which we are for our steel structure, right, the main structure of the building is going to be steel, it takes 6 months to get steel in, and that's abnormal. And so right now, the target date for receiving that steel is January because the main structure has been designed and they've put in the order for steel. Well, push 6 months out and you're talking January. So there's things you can do before that, and we'll break ground and you can lay foundation and do some concrete work and things like that, some utility stuff. But then you're waiting for that structure, and then you put the walls on and you go from there, and then you're off to the races. So some of this, all of this is out of our control, but that is one example of just how, we've got our plans and hopes, and then there's reality. So at this point, it's looking like a year. So let's enjoy our current spot. Let's be on mission. Let's share the gospel. Let's partner with Youth for Christ. We're going to do that. We're not going to wait a year to do that. We've already begun developing that partnership, and I'll share a little more about that here in a couple weeks. Here in a couple weeks, we'll do a Sunday special about what ongoing mission looks like with them right now. So let's not wait on that. And let's be in prayer that God would provide. And we'll get full pricing next month in August when all the bids come in, right? So we've been dealing with estimates, but until you get those bids in, and you don't know what your actual price is. So we'll get a look at that and we'll see how close it was to estimate and go from there. So let's be in prayer for that God would be merciful in that and that he would provide. So be in touch with me or anyone on the building team or really any of the pastors with any questions. And let's trust God with this, right? It's beyond our control, like everything else. So love you all. See you soon.